The following video is rated PG for puzzling gameplay. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome all the puzzlers to the League of Puzzle Speedrun Tetris Attack Tournament 2022. We have a matchup between Kynayo and Tolker for you today. This is a match out of Pool 2. Both of these players are relatively new to the scene. I'm kind of thinking of this match in particular as the Lunar Chimera recruitment match because both of these players, to the best of my knowledge, found the scene and this tournament thanks to Lunar Chimera, so shout outs to him. But because they're both pretty new, not a ton that I know about their playstyles. I've seen a little bit of them on stream, but I'm just looking forward to a good match today, I guess. Joined with me, I'm Foxy Man. I don't know if I said that earlier. Joined with me is Corey BLD. Corey, what do you think about this matchup today?
Good to be here. It's going to be really interesting. Kynayo in particular, just come off a big win, right? Against Galloping Conch. A 3-1 win against Galloping Conch, so they've been improving quite a bit. Tolker, I'm not as familiar with, but I know that he's putting up some good times, so I feel like anything could happen, honestly.
Yes, anything can and will happen, as we've seen many times so far. So without further ado, for those of you who may be a little bit new to the scene, our main tournament organizer, Cards of the Heart, has prepared a little intro video to show what this game's all about before we get into our main action for today.
Tetris Attack is a Match 3 puzzle game released for the Super Nintendo in August 1996 for North America and November 1996 for Europe. It was also broadcast on the Japanese Teleview service from November 1996 until the service was discontinued in June 2000. As a Match 3 puzzle game, if you match at least 3 of the same panel either horizontally or vertically, the panels will disappear. To win, however, you'll need to do more than simply match 3 at a time. You need to make combos and chains to not only prevent your gradually rising stack from reaching the top of your playfield for a time, but also send garbage to your opponent to make their stack reach the top of their playfield. You make combos by matching more than 3 panels in a row at the same time. They don't keep your stack from rising for very long, but they do send small garbage blocks to your opponent that can quickly add up if stacked correctly. You make chains by linking sets of 3 or more matches together. Make a set of panels disappear and then have the panels directly above them fall into another match. Not only does this keep your stack from rising for a longer period of time, but it will also make thicker garbage blocks that will be more effective at actually filling out your opponent's stack to the top. If your stack reaches the top of your playfield and the game tries to break the stack through the top, you lose, so you want to avoid this at all costs and force it on your opponent as much as possible. To beat these computer opponents, you'll have to either make sure that they run out of time while their stack is completely topped off, send so much garbage to your opponent so that they can no longer make a move, or send garbage to your opponent in such a way so that they think they can no longer make a move. That said, due to the way this game handles combo garbage as well as the overall speed of these opponents, you will almost exclusively see our players make them run out of time through timely garbage attacks. Easy mode has 10 stages, normal mode has 11 stages, and hard and V-hard, as we call it, have 12. In this tournament, players will be racing through those stages to get to the end as fast as they can. The first player to defeat the final opponent wins the race. The first player to win a predetermined number of races wins the match. Best of luck to all of our players.
Alrighty. Most of y'all have probably heard this spiel many times before, so I'll keep it short. But just to give a little background on the tournament format, we are playing a tournament that first has a pool stage. So the players were split into groups of 5, and they're playing a round robin pool between each of them. The way this works is all the game modes potentially will be played. We'll have a 1st to 3 race, bouncing between easy, normal, hard, and V-hard, with the loser picking the next stage. And that can kind of add into its own sort of game theory and strategy on how to pick which stage and what you feature, what you're best at, what your opponent might be best at. But at the end of the day, the top 2 players in each group will advance to the final bracket. So in addition to that, the race win percentage is the thing that determines tiebreakers. So every single game is super important, and we'll have a lot of cool things to see from that. And in addition to the pool play between the players, we have a pool of prizes that will be distributed between all the players. So at the moment, the prize pool is at $361.71, thanks to a bunch of donations from the community, and you can join that pool of donations as well. They'll be split among the various places, and even 2% of it will be raffled off to a random player that did not win another prize. But yeah, streamelements.com/puzzlespeedrun/tip gives you a way to donate to the prize pool, or you can just type !pool to get that link. So today we have pool number 2, which has been referred to as the Pool of Tilt. Thanks mostly to the top 2 players, Ty and Tayman, who we will see later of today, but also maybe Galloping Conch a little bit, especially his match versus Kynayo. There was definitely some tilt going on. And then Tolker, I haven't really seen enough of him to get a good idea of how he fares as far as tilting in this game goes. But there's actually some surprising bracket implications in this match, if I'm not mistaken. Kynayo potentially able to go up 2-2, maybe get into a 3-way tie scenario. But Tolker, unfortunately, sitting at 0-2, it would be a big hill for him to climb to get into bracket contention. But there is a redemption bracket that all the people who don't make the top 8 bracket will get into. And so there's always just a reason to play and have fun at a minimum. So getting back to the match, we have the tail of the tape up here now. You can see all the qualifying times, leaderboard times between the 2 of these players. Corey, what comes to mind whenever you see these 2 players' results so far?
Well, first appearances in tournament play for both of these players. This is their first tournaments. Kynayo's times in particular, very, very strong, especially for a newcomer. Very solid times. 918 V-hard. That's around where I was when I entered the tournament at the same time. So, and Tolker has some decent times too. So it's really going to be a consistency check. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. This is like one of those situations where both these players are relatively new, and almost just like you, Corey, both of them have been improving at drastic speeds. I know.
Yes.
Kynayo, I feel like every other day is like posting a new PB in the Speedruns chat, and I haven't seen as much from Tolker, but I would not let that 1357 V-hard dictate the way you see this match. I'm sure it will be much closer than perhaps some of those times may show. So at the end of the day, what's your prediction for how this one will go?
I'm gonna say 3-1 Kynayo. Kynayo in 4.
Interesting. Yeah, I
think Tolker can at least take a game here. But judging by how Kynayo's been playing, I think it will be difficult for him to overtake Kynayo here.
Yeah, for sure. I think I might, given what I've seen recently, I think Kynayo has been really putting in a lot of work. Maybe even could expect a 3-0 from Kynayo, especially after what he did to Galloping Conch. If he's playing at the level of Galloping Conch, Tolker has a big task ahead of him. But I think Tolker will go to give up a good fight, but I think Kynayo, with how much work he's been putting in, has a decent shot of sweeping this.
Yeah, and it's been pointed out in chat, by the way, Tolker actually now has a 10-minute V-hard.
Wow.
This is not updated. So, even closer. That was the one difficulty that seemed like very different, but now not so much. If Tolker has a 10-minute V-hard now. Yeah, I was going to say, I have seen Tolker play a little bit, and the fact, like, the 1357 was surprising when I saw it at first, so having a 10-minute V-hard makes more sense for him.
Yeah, for sure. But without further ado, I think we're ready to get these races going. So for this match between Kynayo, hailing from Canada, and Tolker, hailing from Costa Rica, I believe that flag is.
Yep.
So a bit of an international matchup. We have these two players facing up right now.
Foxy Man knows his flags.
Honestly, I probably wouldn't have known that flag, but I did already know that Tolker was from Costa Rica. My US self is not very cultured around the world.
That's okay. As long as you know Costa Rica and Canada, you're fine for this match.
But yeah, it does look like we're starting out on normal difficulty. Some call it orange hard. Just kidding. I don't think I've ever heard anyone call it orange hard.
Literally no one's called it orange
off.
hard. We can start now, though. Looks like we're synced up pretty perfectly.
Yeah. So what are you looking for when you're playing on normal mode?
Well, to me, you more or less do the same thing on all difficulties. You're trying to send the amount of garbage that you'd like to send, however much that would be, in one go. That's ideal. Like, at least at this level, I mean, you could do like combo spams at the highest level, but like at this level and most levels, for the most part, that's what you're looking to do. So this is going to be a consistency check, as I said, for not dropping your chain, weaving some combos in there to try and get your garbage in faster, and you know, those kind of things. And Kynayo unfortunately has a clear from Bumpty, but started the stage about 20 seconds earlier. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, both of Kynayo's starting attacks were good enough, I think, to top the opponent off in one go. Tolker a little short on his first attack against Lakitu, but this attack against Bumpty will be good enough to get a 16-second stage and close some of this gap a little bit.
That was very good. He was about to do the 7 chain, but stopped it, and that was enough garbage, and he got the 16, which is a great time on normal for a stage.
And a 14 by Kynayo, sending the classic 6 lines that is usually all you need in normal mode. Sometimes it will take a little bit of extra time for the AI to kind of inch up to the top after 6 lines. But as long as they don't do too much, 6 lines is usually all you need in this mode. And yeah, Tolker is definitely bringing it with that 18-second kill on Poochie right there.
Yeah, both players playing pretty solidly so far.
Fortunately for Kynayo, that couple pillars on the left side will take a while for Wiggler to downstack, and that's a 21-second kill. Trying to keep this lead up in the time being.
Tolker not sending quite enough garbage, or maybe the combo garbage didn't all drop. I didn't catch the whole chain.
Yeah, and honestly,
up to 20.
Tolker started off a little weak, but since then has been playing very solidly. I know different people have different preferences for how they like to kind of warm up, or sometimes people just get caught off guard by the start time and don't get a chance to warm up too much. But maybe after a little warm up here, he's showing a lot more promise and consistency with his attack so far here.
Yeah, nerves might also be a factor. You know, like first tournament stage of the day. That could have happened too, because for him, I mean, mostly just the first stage that was rough in this case. Gonna get a clear. Ooh, Froggy's gonna go second tier and get another short clear.
As long as this...
But
okay.
probably, yep, there it goes.
Yeah, I know for sure. With the way I play, sometimes tournament nerves, I end up trying to move faster than reasonably I can, and so I find myself making a lot of double swaps and other just kind of tactical issues with how my cursor is moving compared to when I'm just casually practicing on my own. And a lot of that comes from just
blue.
the small increase in a little bit of tournament nerves.
Stop the chain. All right. Ah. Bar finds the reds. Kynayo also making up on garbage. Fish also gets a clear. But we'll probably be done. Oh, there was a chain. Oh,
two
chains!
chain,
I did not
chain.
even see that.
Oh, Kynayo's.
I believe the stage was ending. Yep.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Kynayo has had some issues with his PC, but hopefully it won't be too bad and we won't have any problems seeing what's going on in the race.
Adding a 5 combo at the end there. Tolker's just kind of keeping it simple. Oh. He's dropped this chain. Gets this garbage in.
Should be good for the kill, and that is 25 seconds, and...
He may have actually needed all that. It was hard to tell. I think he could have cut it off by 1 length.
Yeah, especially in a race setting, sometimes you just want to make sure you have enough because the cost of being 1 line short can sometimes be really, really bad.
That's true. Kynayo with a 33 Raven.
Some nice combos weaved into that one by Tolker.
Love the plus sign. Everybody loves the plus signs.
And with some pillars right there. Oh, frame perfect kill for 19 seconds. And we're getting pretty close here. Kynayo just starting hookbill. Tolker just finishing Raven.
Yeah, that was a good catch-up stage for Tolker. Kynayo dropping the initial chain. Still... Oh, that's enough garbage. There we go. 18. Tolker starting with a 6 combo. Ooh, that was a good 5. Didn't quite get the greens in that chain though.
But yeah, this mode does go to Kamek at stage 11, so a little bit of time for Tolker to try to catch up. He sends a big old 5 chain with a couple combos on top, making sure there's no room for hookbill to do anything there.
And if they're clearing, then you definitely have time to send a few extra lines of garbage.
We could
and not worry about it being caught up. Unfortunate clear for Kynayo's plants.
Kynayo almost looked like they could have gotten a conch kill if their garbage would have sent just a little bit sooner. The somewhat rare normal conch kills, but he's getting trolled, and if Kynayo or if Tolker can take advantage of that right here, with a good attack, which he just about has if he drops this right now.
That's good. I'm just worried about the down stacking. Oh, that match's gonna... Oh,
and he's gonna need a lot of extra.
More garbage.
2 chain,
Open
3
drops.
chain.
Can we get a conch? Nah.
Unfortunate there. But yeah, this is all up to Kynayo here. If he can send a decent attack, he can wrap this up with this Kamek right here.
Continue that chain a little high on the board. Ooh, that was a nice lag chain.
Yeah, that second attack.
Very good follow-up.
And no clear, and Kynayo takes the first game. And you can see him kind of blowing into his hands right now. He looks a little relieved. Tolker having a little bit of a hard time starting this attack here.
It looks like he was trying to match up the reds to have a chain, but might have had his execution a little mixed up. That happens to me sometimes. Alright, now he's making a good chain.
Yeah, and the 7 chain unfortunately doesn't have any combos. Will be just
Ooh.
one line short on that attack.
Still not enough. Looked like he was trying to extend it to an 8, but the purples weren't positioned well. But that'll be a 56 Kamek.
But yeah, despite the difference in times, Kynayo with the official time of 7:46, Tolker with the official time of 8:50, it was a much closer race than the times perhaps show, because both of them were in Kamek around the same time. So just a one-stage difference there, despite the minute difference in final times.
Yeah, like many races, the last few stages tend to become the deciding factor sometimes.
And so now that Kynayo took game 1, Tolker will be the one to pick between easy, hard, and V hard, and it looks like hard will be the one chosen. So yeah, it's one of these things of hard and normal tend to be a little more consistent by the players. Easy is just so random. It just feels like either you get like a 17, 18 second kill, or they get a clear and it turns into a 25-second kill, just with the way stop time works on level 2 speed that easies run at. But normal and hard, you'll get some clears here and there, but it's not as slow of a time, so it doesn't usually punish you as much. But we're going to hard mode, played at level 6, called Pink Hard or V Hard Light. And yeah, excited to see what will happen here.
Very quickly getting started with this match. Not too much intermission here. Tolker going out to X7, maybe X8? Oh, probably tried to go out to X8. Don't know if he got any combos in there. Clears on both sides.
Uh-oh. Okay, I almost thought Tolker was going to take a death right
Yeah, I
there,
was
but
thinking the
very
same
quickly downstacks the left pillar.
So, ending few seconds apart from each other, but still a lot of game left. I was trying to set something up. A little hard to see.
Yeah, it seems like Tolker's main strength is just finding big chains, a little less used to weaving in the combos. But if you can find the chains and send off a good first attack, you can still get good times, as he shows with an 18-second stage, in order to take the lead as Kynayo finishes in 25-second time.
Yeah, and I don't know like what top players normally recommend as far as like for someone who is improving in the game, whether to try and weave combos into the chain or include combos in a chain, or just try and extend the chain with sometimes without combos, just to improve combos in general or chains in general and not dropping them.
Yeah, I'd probably say priority number 1 is just do whatever you need to do to top off your opponent. And then once you can figure out how to do that, then you can start weaving in combos and think about trying to top off your opponent as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And then kind of the next strategy is, how do you top off your opponent as quickly as possible while minimizing things like shake time and trying to increase your combo output even more, so that the kind of larger 4, 5, 6 chain blocks that get sent don't give the opponent too much time to do anything with the amount of shake that induces.
That would also include like specifically 5 and 6 combos, as well as 8 and 9 combos, just with less shake time. This game gets so deep the more you get into it. It really does. Just panel in general. Tolker finishing up Wiggler. They're both on Frog right now. Looks like Kynayo had some clears on Frog. But will complete the stage in 28.
Yeah, the story so far seems to be Kynayo with just about a half to a stage lead, and Tolker doing all that he can to kind of claw his way back into this. But with that, Froggy going down pretty low, getting a clear on the garbage there.
Yeah, he sent a lot of garbage. That was
more
just
to send.
kind of unfortunate. Oh, very unfortunate.
But about the same thing happens to Kynayo's Blarg. So we might... Oh no! Oh my gosh, the light blues.
I've noticed Tolker dropping a couple chains because he's missing inserts. And that was a huge problem for me when I first started playing this game, especially if you're coming from PPL. I'm not sure if Tolker has experience with PPL prior to playing this, but in PPL, if you want to do an insert, you could just kind of mash the A button and it works. And that is just not true with this game.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
really
It
have
feels
to
like
time it.
also one of the difficulties in this tournament format is the fact that you have to switch between all the game modes, and all of the different modes have just slightly different timings. At least easy, normal, and then hard and V hard are the same. And that little bit difference in timing can really throw off your game if you're not used to kind of switching between them often.
Yeah, the better players can definitely be used to the time, can kind of play more by feel as far as timings go. But when you're learning, you'll have to look at, you'll have to time it for like when the panels are popping. It's a lot less automatic, and it's just tough. Because, especially if your board vision is still improving, it can be the only thing you see is that trying to do an insert, you got to go for it.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like for whatever reason, the like mid-air inserts are like some of the first chains that people start to see really easily. At least I remember when I was first starting and trying to improve my time attack score. I don't know, way back long ago in the day. I would always be able to see those like where you just toss in the vertical piece to get the chain continuing. But as you keep playing and playing, you'll start to see many more different kind of setups and combinations for how to build out chains and combos.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Lunar. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, I was just saying, Lunar has confirmed in the chat that PPL is Tolker's main game, which does make a lot of sense with the inserts, and also PPL. I feel like there in PPL speedrunning there is less emphasis on combos within your chains, other than like the initial the 2 4s. Like in this game, there is a lot more emphasis on like 5 and 6 combos in your chains. It's something you have to pick up separately, almost.
Yeah. PPL, despite being the same game engine, the speedruns just feel completely different, and they emphasize different skills. And that's why we have tournaments for both Tetris Attack and Pokemon Puzzle League in this community.
Yeah, they're truly different games. Same game engine, but much different AI engine. Engine, if you call it an engine. Much different AI.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a cool combo. I wonder if he saw all that. Tolker with a 13 combo.
Meanwhile, Kynayo's just been cruising through these stages, has extended this to about a stage and a half lead after a pretty rough hook bill on Tolker's side. Kynayo looking to clean this up with just Kamek here and then Bowser, and that'll be good for this hard mode. But this is pretty much a reset right now on Kamek clearing all those combo blocks. Just gonna lead to essentially a fresh stage right there.
Yeah, and Kamek has also sent Kynayo some garbage that they'll have to deal with, and when you have stuff on top of you, it's just harder to make garbage.
Yeah, that definitely comes into play in
but they find a way.
the V-Hard cave where they'll send big chains to you. If you get caught with a big chain on top of you and they're not topped out, you can expect at least a minute or two more to potentially go in the game. But we have Kynayo going into Bowser right now.
Question is, how much can gentle Bowser possibly troll? A good 9 combo start for Kynayo.
Unfortunately, again, Kynayo's only sending combos, and that's essentially going to be a reset again on this Bowser, where he's just going to clear out all those blocks.
And Tolker quickly finishes Kamek with an 18, so he's still in this.
If anyone knows how crazy finishes can go, it's got to be Kynayo here. But he, again, is not sending anything more than just a 2-chain in combos. Setting... Oh, wait, what?
Just as you say that.
Wait, I did not realize that Tolker actually took the death in the last stage.
Oh, that was a death?
I mean, he's on Kamek still.
It was a death.
Oh my gosh. Well,
there, 16 Kamek. Understand how difficult it is to watch 4 boards at once.
No, if that was a kill with that 16-second stage, Tolker with the strong bounce back, that would have been within seconds, but that's unfortunate. No, I was focusing on seeing if Kynayo was going to finish the job on Bowser and did not see who won and lost on Tolker's side.
Well, nonetheless, Kynayo finishes with a 9-10 hard, and Tolker's finishing up here.
A little bit short on Tolker's Bowser right there. Unfortunately, not getting that good play that he got from that previous Kamek, which was really strong.
Okay, Tolker making more chain garbage. Just tack on the garbage, because why not? Bowser's been topped off. And this might be it. There it is.
Also, Forky, if you are listening, we have a couple stars to give Kynayo here. That's the first one and the second one. So Kynayo goes up 2-0 in this match. Tolker has been showing a lot of promise, but again, just a little bit of slip-ups in the last couple stages have been the difference. If he didn't get that death on Kamek, it could have been a much different picture right there. But Kynayo probably wants to just close this out in a 3-0 sweep and not worry, because it seems like Tolker's really picking up the speed here.
But where will Tolker go next? It'll have to be a variant stage. Easy or V hard are the more variant stages, I would say. So,
if I'm Tolker, I would probably go with easy mode, just because doing really big chains seems to be his style. That can't really get punished too much in easy mode, because they're so slow that the extra stake time doesn't really help them get to the clears any faster. But it does look like they're going to V-hard, so maybe I thought the big chain strat was better for easy mode, but maybe Tolker wants to just kind of do something where he knows anything can happen, and he can kind of consistently send big attacks, hopefully stronger than Kynayo here. So we are going to the most high variance, craziest mode in this game.
Going into this tournament, I hated this difficulty.
I was actually saying, I was watching your match versus I Like Being Smart, and when I was playing you, I was so scared of you on easy and normal mode, because you were just killing it in race nights and just putting up solid time after solid time. It seemed like you just hadn't figured out V-hard, but it seems like that story has changed for sure, and you have figured out all of the difficulties at this point. And similarly, I feel like Kynayo, he's been chasing after that sub 9 V-hard time.
They'll get it.
A little while here.
They'll get it. I know they'll get it. It's just a matter of time. I was telling them, or I forget who I was telling this, but like I've before I finally got the sub 9 V hard, I probably had like almost 10 runs that were 9.0x. It's just a barrier, and I don't know why. But you know, they've gotten multiple sub 10 times, so I know they're capable of it. It's just a matter of time and just like putting in the grind.
Yeah, and unfortunately Tolker did not send enough there, but Tolker's Lac-2 going all the way down on the floor, maybe singing some J-Lo to itself right there.
Oh my.
But yeah, Tolker did
Lac-2.
finally top off Lac-2.
Yeah, but Lac-2 is just still
going down
doing
again.
stuff.
Ooh, that
Effectively a conch.
might be a conch. If he had one more line, it would have been a conch.
We'll call it one. I
We
guess
got
I'm
a
not the
one more
authority
line
on that, but
situation.
I'd like to think it's a conch kill.
I do think the only remaining stage that hasn't been conch killed yet is Poochie, I think. I'm sure if Conch is in the chat, he can confirm that.
Of course it's Poochie.
Always
else
got to
would it
blame
be?
Poochie. Ooh! And the AI about to get a clear, but not quite in time, and Tolker takes that in 18 seconds, trying to bring it back right here as Kynayo is just starting stage 3 Poochie.
Kynayo going out of their way to make a 7 into a 6, but unfortunately drops the chain at 3. We'll still need a bit more garbage. I thought they were going to go for the Reds insert there.
And I think this follow-up should be good on Kynayo's side.
Yeah. Oh
And-
my
oh,
gosh. See what I mean?
Oh, and that's
It's
a
all-
chain.
It's
The
always
Reds are going to chain.
it's always the dog.
Just a bad doggo.
Tolker almost conched the dog. But no, the dog just had to have a vertical clear with the one panel that was in the third row.
But yeah, Kynayo's starting to get a little bit of a lead, about a half stage here, but there really is no such thing as a lead in V-Hard mode. Pretty much everything is
Especially
decided at the
pre-cave.
cave.
Yeah.
So you kind of just, if you're Tolker, if you're behind a little bit, what's going through your mind is probably like, let me keep it close enough that something can happen and I can stay alive as far as when the cave comes. But Kynayo will be moving on to stage 5 Froggy right here.
You mostly just want to avoid the big, long, like, you know, minute plus stages. And if you just send enough garbage with these early stages, you should be able to do that. Unless maximum trolling happens.
And Kynayo with the beautiful first attack, big chain with a couple combos on top, and that's good for a 15-second kill.
Oh, we're getting a 4 chain, just running out of things to do. Or that was not the first chain, though. Okay. Ah. Froggy getting a clear now. Blarg on Kynayo's side demanding lots of garbage and then just throwing it back in his face.
As long as there's no chain here, though, this probably will be a kill. And yeah, it's one of those weird things where the AI will often try to go to second tier if there's 3 lines or more. And the time it takes for them to even just move their cursor up there usually is enough without a chain that it'll get the kill.
Which is
we have
why
a clean
you
one
send
stage
combo
lead
garbage.
here.
Lungefish demanding an extra line of garbage compared to their pre-cave counterparts.
Yeah, whenever I'm playing Lungefish and Raven, who I feel like the difficulty definitely spikes a little bit from Blarg to them and pre-cave. My main focus is always to make sure that my follow-up is enough, because usually they're fast enough that they will be able to clear at least once on you. But as long as your follow-up's enough, almost like how Kynayo just followed up on that attack there, usually whenever they go for the second clear, they will run out of time.
Still a stage difference. Approximately.
Nice combos in that chain from Kynayo. Might be a little short after this down stacking. He will have to wind up a second attack.
He needed a couple more lines of garbage, which they did find. Oh, still needs more. Raphael continuing to clear panels.
And this looks like it should be a conch if the garbage falls, and it does.
That's
yeah,
a
I think
conch.
that will do it. But we have a simultaneous kill on Lungefish on Tolker's side, and this one stage lead is continuing, as we've seen pretty much this entire series of races so far. Hookbill is going to start to chain on Kynayo's board. 5 chain, 6 chain, 7 chain. And I don't know if these single lines of garbage are going to be enough. And like we talked about before, with Hookbill sending over a large garbage block and Kynayo not quite being able to top off Hookbill, this could be a recipe for a long stage here.
Tolker now entering Hookbill.
So yeah, this is, you can essentially call this a brand new stage on Kynayo's side until they're able to get Hookbill topped off. So we're about as even as you can imagine. And oh my gosh, Kynayo might even get conched, and he does!
Oh no!
And so Tolker officially with the lead in this situation. He definitely is going to want to do something to top off Hookbill here and
This
make
is exactly
a
the kind of
statement.
break that Tolker was looking for when selecting V-Hard as the next match.
Yeah, and when you've been just one stage behind this whole time, it's just one difference like that. That's all you need to really bring it back. And this could be, that's going to be a chain into a clear. And yeah, the shake from that garbage is going to give Hookbill just enough time to find a clear on Tolker's side. And another chain. And yeah, this is as even as you could get.
6, 7. Then just going up for the ice cream sandwich there.
Indeed,
Kynayo
yeah.
moving on to plants.
Oh my gosh. Tolker's Hookbill is just not... Okay, finally goes down with just the little combos on top. Gonna do just enough.
Man, he was topped off for a while.
Kynayo with a very solid attack that gets cleared immediately. Again, as long as that 2-chain might buy plants enough time, and it does, that random 2-chain is going to give Kynayo's plant just enough time, but no follow-up chains, and that's a 24-second kill. And you really can't ask for too much more than that in this cave section of the match.
Yeah, sent the right attack, but you know, those couple of clears, just unfortunate. There's not much you can do about it.
But yeah, if I'm Kynayo in this situation, my goal is to just send maybe a bigger chain than you'd maybe need to top them off, just to make sure that Kamek is topped off for as long as possible. Oh, is Tolker gonna get the conch? He needs one more line of garbage. Just drop it. Just drop it. Well, that will kill, but
yeah, not quite the cool way though.
But we've talked about it so many times. The one stage lead, Kynayo will be going into Bowser just as Tolker is getting into Kamek. But anything can happen.
Mm-hmm. It is Bowser. Tolker going out to X9?
Not quite enough to top off Bowser here. On Kynayo's side, decent follow-up, but still might just be a few lines short. But this looks like it could be good on Tolker's side. A big ol' chain there.
Definitely enough.
And we're going to have Bowser deciding this one.
Looks like, yeah, Kynayo's Bowser getting another clear. Another clear.
And that's a chain. You don't want to see that.
Yeah. Okay. Tolker now working on Bowser. Starting his chain.
And with just combos falling on Kynayo's Bowser right now, this is not looking good.
Dropped it a bit at first, but just started it right back up.
I think this will be enough to top
garbage
off Tolker's Bowser.
Yeah, but they
just
have
enough
forced to clear.
get a clear. And yeah, Kynayo is dropping a big old chain. Doing what I said earlier, just making sure that Bowser's topped off and just waiting for Bowser to make the mistake. Wait, was that a... And Tolker takes it.
Yeah, like I said, that's Bowser. Kynayo is just and
and
finally.
right behind.
But yeah, Kynayo is in that tough situation where you sent enough garbage and then Bowser just clears and clears and clears, sends you so much garbage, and then you have to deal with it and you can't really do anything else. You're just kind of stuck there.
Yeah, that's why I recommend, if you're especially a kind of, I don't want to say lower level, but a newer player who's not used to being able to send exactly what you want, if you can just send a bigger chain to Bowser, just make sure Bowser's topped off. That's usually what you need to guarantee a mid-range, like 30-second to minute time on Bowser. And Tolker executing that perfectly. Kynayo looks like he did that towards the end, but at the start just got in the situation where Bowser able to clear all the combos, combo garbage, and that 14 seconds, 12:16 on Kynayo's side, 12:02 on Tolker's side is the difference.
Now we're gonna take it easy. But not really.
So yeah, I think this could be potentially very interesting, because I was saying before the V-Hard match that I think Tolker, the way he plays, could be favorable for easy mode.
Yeah.
And Kynayo, when he's playing well, he's definitely weaving in combos and sending strong attacks, but he has been seen kind of messing up a few attacks here and there, leading to some trolling that's definitely on the table for this easy mode.
Very different playstyles from these two players. One incorporating lots of combos, and one just sending fat chains.
However, Kynayo sending his own fat chain. That's a 7 chain with some combos on top, and that's good for the 19-second kill, and a 23-second kill from Tolker, and it's about as even as you could ask for.
Tolker close behind. Maybe Kynayo's trying to switch this up and just... Oh, that was a cool lag chain. Almost gets the purples, but not quite.
I wasn't even sure if that was gonna chain. but that will be enough to top off. But there's a chain here that's going to waste a few seconds minimum.
All this stop time. That's ridiculous.
Tolker going all the way down, burning up all their blocks, but 27-second kill. And yeah, it's just one of these things. Kynayo's just stage by stage increasing the lead a little bit at a time. And as long as he doesn't make any big mistakes, hopefully for his sake, he can keep this lead going.
There's lots of one-liners from Kynayo. Pops off eventually, though. 23. Tolker's Pooch getting a clear. But that should... Well, there's still not enough garbage.
Okay. Yeah, Tolker's follow-up a little bit slow there.
More clears.
And a 3-chain on Poochie's side right there.
That'll do it.
This does look good on Kynayo's side for a 22. And yeah, just a reminder, easy mode goes to 10 stages, so this one stage lead can be a lot harder to overcome as we get further and further on, just because there's fewer stages to make it up with. Tolker messing up that chain a little bit.
It's a variant difficulty, but it's variant in a different way. In V-Hard, you can have these big swings where stages can take like multiple minutes, but I mean, on easy, as long as you send the right amount of garbage, it can only be so bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most stages, worst case, will be kind of 30, 35 seconds.
Yeah, but it adds up even more though in easy, so it's just variant in a different way.
Some nice weaving on Tolker's side, but that attack will not quite be enough to top off Froggy. Ooh, pretty combos from Kynayo right there.
Okay, Tolker moving on.
A little bit late from Tolker, and that attack's gonna fall a little short. Kynayo building up an attack on Lungefish right now. A lag chain, very nice.
I've seen a couple of those from Kynayo.
And yeah, 29-second kill on Tolker's side, 24 for Kynayo, and just that little bit, 4 seconds, 5 seconds per stage, seems to have been the difference so far. And yeah, Tolker is going to need to pull off a few quick stages to bring this back at this point and hope that Kynayo gets a few unfortunate clears.
Tolker gets a nice 5 combo in his initial chain, but then it's dropped. But now we've got some garbage, and that's going to be a 19 fish. But Kynayo responding with an 18 RAF, so it's still just a one-stage lead. And Tolker's running out of time here.
Yeah, also going into the cave around 5:20 on Kynayo's side, that's a very respectable time.
Mm-hmm.
At this pace, we'll be close to possibly 6:30, 7-minute time, which is very, very good for this mode. Oh, that doesn't quite extend the chain properly.
Yeah, Hookbill's getting kind of low, and of course gets it clear with the yellows.
Oh, and that's going to be a chain, but I don't think there'll be enough time to get a clear here.
Tolker's ref doesn't downstack the pillar, so again, it's just a one-stage lead. So this is Kynayo's game to lose right now.
So how will Kynayo start this attack? Well, with an 8 combo into a 5 combo chain.
Tries to get the yellows, but yeah.
Doesn't get the extension after that.
Is following up. Raise a stack, get some ammo. Looks like Tolker's about to finish off Hookbill.
Oh, a 2 chain into a horizontal 6. This is what looks like could be what
another clear.
Kynayo,
and another clear.
What Tolker needs on Kynayo's side to bring this back.
Yeah, but there's going to be a lot more stalling than that, and there's not going to be any shaking.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
and yeah, just enough to top off with that extra combo. And the 51-second kill on Piranha Plant will do it. Kynayo will win this set 3-1 after that very strong, easy performance. Tolker trying to finish off strong here. Going to top off the opponent immediately, and that's good for a 19-second kill.
Very good
man,
finish.
That could have been a very close comeback.
Yeah. Still, Kynayo in the 720 range with the 51-second Kamek. So that was definitely trending in the sub-7 direction. 719, actually.
Very, very solid time.
Versus a 741 on Tolker's side.
Yeah, and Tolker definitely performed very well. Able to nab that V hard, but just a little bit behind, as we kept saying, just that one stage behind pretty much throughout all the other modes. Always keeping it close, but still a really strong performance from him. But Kynayo's got to be happy going up 2-2 to finish out their tournament pool play at least, and getting that 3rd star and the win banner that we like to see.
Yet another 3-1 win for Kynayo. First against Conch, now against Tolker.
I'm loving the dance by Kynayo over there, moving his shoulders up and down. Definitely should be feeling himself after that performance. And the GG's on Tolker's side. And so that is going to be the wrap up of Kynayo's tournament play for this Pool 2, going 2-2 in their first tournament appearance. A very respectable set count, and 7-8 in game count, also extremely good. However, the rest of the competitors still have another week to go. We're about to see Ty and Tayman in this matchup coming up just next if you're watching here live on Twitch. And yeah, I mean, this is the pool of tilt, and we saw perhaps some tilting happening on that V-hard on Kynayo's side, just barely missing out there, getting a taste of his own medicine, as Galloping Conch might say. But yeah, honestly, Tolker is at 0-3 so far, but put up a really solid performance. This pool has really been an exciting one to watch, living up to its name of the group of tilt.
Now, is Kynayo still in a main bracket contention?
So I did look at the scenarios, and I think...
I know you ran the numbers, yeah.
Because Ty is up 6-0 at this point, even if Ty were to lose both of their remaining matches 0-3, that would put them at still a 6-6 record. And that 50% game count will be better than Kynayo's 46.67% game count that we see on that right-hand most column. And for that reason, I don't think mathematically there's a way for Kynayo to advance, but that record will be good to get a good seed in redemption bracket if they decide to play in that, especially with that upset win over Galloping Conch. So
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to them after all their improvement, what they'll put up in that redemption bracket.
Yeah, they would be definitely a player to look out for in the redemption bracket.
But yeah, as we said, if you are here live on Twitch, we have more action to show you today. We already saw myself play against Red Pan, Cards the Heart in a great match against Lunar Chimera. We just saw Kynayo and Tolker play, and we have the match to see in Pool 2. Tayman ND versus Ty, the top 2 seeds, gonna duke it out just right after this match concludes. And that will be it for this weekend of action. I guess, Corey, any final thoughts on this match so far?
This was a good match. My prediction was correct. 3-1 for Kynayo. Hopefully we'll see both of them in the redemption bracket, assuming that Kynayo is out of main bracket contention. I'm also very excited for the next match.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, if you're in chat, watching on YouTube, show some love to Kynayo and Tolker. Follow them on Twitch. Do whatever you can do to help support them, because we're just so happy to have them join our community and be in this tournament. But yeah, we saw an amazing match, much closer than the 3-1 and perhaps the race times even show. Tolker with a really great performance, and Kynayo showing that just incremental improvement we've been seeing week to week. So really great showing from both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all I got. If you're watching on Twitch, you will not want to miss the next match. If you're watching on YouTube, you should also probably go check out the Tayman and Ty match, because don't know the result of it yet, but I'm sure it will be a good one. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming out, and have a great week and happy puzzling.
Thanks for tuning in.